Hello everyone, and happy 4th of July to my American viewers. I just wanted to use this opportunity to basically show you guys what's happening outside of your country regarding XRP. Now, if you look at the price, you can see that it's done not too bad in the last few days. It's basically just consolidating, going sideways. It did a little bit of a pump, then went down, a bit of a pump. Basically, in the last month, we've seen kind of a net drawdown following that pre-Hinman email release, right? So it did the whole pump because people got excited and then became a kind of a nothing burger-ish, as at least perceived to be a nothing burger, and then did a bit of a dump, and then it's just been consolidating since then. Overall, it's been a net positive year, by the way, just like for every cryptocurrency. So as everybody anticipates the final result of the lawsuit, and people are sitting on the sidelines looking to go into XRP when the time comes. The frenzy is real, the FOMO is real, but people are sitting back. I think retail are sort of sitting back, but the institutions are not sitting back. They are buying directly from Ripple, as we all know, because Ripple holds a significant amount of XRP, something like 60%, I believe, the last time I checked. So they are selling directly, and when they do that, of course, that does not affect what we see in the markets. Just keep that in mind. Of course, this is no financial advice whatsoever. Do your own research. But check this out. Outside the United States, though, XRP is making grounds, right? I've just picked one country today, and that's Japan. Now, normally when I talk about Nigeria or Brazil or Mexico or whatever, people would tell me, oh, well, those economies are weak and there's not that much money in it. That doesn't mean anything. But look, Japan, right? One of the top three, well, used to be number 2. Now it's top 5, I think, in terms of world economies. The economy is in shambles, really, very similar to what's happening here in the West as well. But look, every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. Every bank, not just a bunch of banks, every single bank, says SBI CEO. Can it drive prices to $5? I think that can drive prices to a lot higher than $5, but they've been conservative, and I think they're talking about the very, very short term. As you can see, this article was released 19 days ago, so something that's very recent. This SBI Group actually invested in XRP in early 2021, I believe. I remember them saying that they are going deep into XRP. In fact, not only were they invested in XRP, their organizations that were underneath this SBI Group were accepting XRP for payments. So there's SBI Motors, for instance, that sells cars. You could actually go in there and buy a car with XRP. And they just wanted to make it mainstream. They basically picked XRP over Bitcoin, over Ethereum, etc. Now, if you look at the holdings of SBI Group today, they've listed all the tokens like Shiba Inu and all those other things. So they're kind of like a grayscale in Japan. But they are so bullish on XRP such that they think every single bank are just going to use Ripple in Japan. And if that's happening in Japan, you know it's happening in Korea, i.e. South Korea. We know it's happening in Hong Kong. We've seen all these other countries, Saudi Arabia, Australia, New Zealand. We've seen African countries. We've seen countries in Central, Northern, and South America bashing on with this XRP thing. And they're just waiting for the United States to get their act together so this whole train can leave the station. Those of you that are feeling a little bit down about XRP, this is how they want you to feel. In my opinion, I think they're dragging things on purpose. They want the banks to basically be ready. They want the banks to get as much XRP as they can. They want to sort out all the legislation, iron out all the kinks. They don't really care about you and your holdings, by the way. Also, they're not in a hurry like we are, okay? They're banks, right? If it takes 3 or 4 years, that's still normal in the range of things. If it takes 10 years, that's still normal in the range of how slowly things move in these organizations. I used to work in a bank. I've worked in investment banks. I've worked in wealth management banks. I've even worked in a retail bank at some point. And the way corporate works is a slow moving train. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, you have legacy stuff that's 25 years old, chugging away in the background with all the new stuff. They're kind of slow to adopt new technology. But if someone is saying that every bank is going to be using something in 2025, you better believe that they already tested it by now, okay? If banks are going to be using something by 2025, which is just barely 2 years away now, they are already using it now because they have to test these things for years to make sure that everything is fine, checking the legislation, they're checking the technology, they make sure everything is fine, everything works hunky-dory. They're not like us with the, the buy, sell, fire trigger. They're dealing with billions and trillions of dollars of value. So take some comfort in that. This is not financial advice. Of course, again, do your own research, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.